here's Katie Couric. First of all, trying to be middle of the road and then catching herself in her liberal web watch.
But, I have been trying to spend a little more time understanding why people are supporting Donald Trump. And I don't know if that's something that you all think about. I mean, I actually need to talk to more Trump voters. Mm-hmm. I think there are a lot of things. I think it's a confluence of many factors. And again, I'm not a political anthropologist, so this is just me riffing on and theorizing on what is happening. We had dinner with some friends last night, some really super smart people. And I was saying that I thought income inequality was actually at the root of so much of this. The fact that people at the top of the food chain are making so much money. And then people are struggling. The middle class has cratered. People are worried about their kids and their standard of living, and if they're going to be able to have the middle class life that maybe they did. I think there is a lot of white displacement going on with, whites, and by 2044 will be the minority race in this country. So I think there's a lot of discomfort about this innate superiority, whether acknowledged or not, that a lot of white Americans feel. But I think class resentment is such a strong, visceral motivator and really shapes how people feel about themselves and others. I don't know if you've ever resented people, but
constantly.
Obviously. It's
real.
Almost like it's bile, that you really resent. And as I was talking to a friend, and she was saying, well, he's not going to fix these problems, but I think he's just a vessel for their anger and grievance.
But
and
isn't
resentment.
it interesting, Katie, though, so I watched a couple of the focus groups for folks in New Hampshire, and it's exactly what you're saying, right? They're like, okay, here's the problem. I don't like Trump, but I need to keep my job. And I don't like Trump, but financially I did a little bit better, not a lot better, a little bit better when he was president. And I think that what you're saying makes so much sense. But at the same time, he may be the vessel, but they also willfully ignore the fact that he cheats the people who have worked for him. He doesn't pay his bills. He is like
that he doesn't care about them.
He doesn't care about them. Like,
we never gave our opinions about stuff.
Mm-hmm. Do you feel liberated
we said what
now?
was happening, and we asked questions. Yes and no. I mean, I think there are too many people with opinions without portfolio out there.
Yep.
They're not experts, and they just blab about anything to fill the airtime or to seem smart, and they really don't know what the hell they're talking about. So, I think I sometimes long for the days when you reported what was happening, and then perhaps you went to someone who had expertise in an area, and maybe even people who had expertise who disagreed. And there was a clear delineation between someone reporting what was happening and someone opining on those events.
First off, she's talking about herself. Secondly, she looks like Vilma from Scooby-Doo. What happened to her? I wouldn't know that was her if she spit on me and punched me in the face.
Oh, well.
Oh my God.